my mum wouldn't like it, she'd hate it. All parents, mum and dad, both would like their daughter to be a virgin all their life, I reckon.
Some mothers, they think that the girls are going to go out getting pregnant, so they don't let them go out with boys, which is not fair.
Hardly no girl would be a virgin when they're married.
It's a good idea, you should be one.
It's not right not to be.
Before you get married, if you're going to go out with a lot of guys, it's good to go on the pill.
Look, my husband likes to think that he's the first one.
Well, what's the use of being a virgin before you're married? Because you're not going to be a virgin after your marriage anyway.
I've got blonde hair, blue eyes, got too many pimples on my face. My end is a very bad area. You've got all the rockers and that around. All which I do around my area, I don't even have to tell Dad, but there's someone who always sees me and always gets back to my dad.
I'll have a beer, Josie. While I'm pouring that, get Dad's tea, Ellen, please.
My dad's good. We have had disagreements and that, but I love my dad all the same. We'll try and talk our problems out, but we can't because it's harder for a girl and a man to, you know, work it out between them.
Righto, you boys. Come on with the dishes. I had housekeepers when wife first left, and that's why I gave up here and got a job down here. And well, it's been ups and downs, but we've sort of got by. Sometimes I feel like knocking her down, and then we have a bit of a yap, and then she abuses me, and then I abuse her, but we always get down to the problems.
I'm about 5'2", fat, ugly, brown eyes, braces. I was expelled from school because I wagged it and all that. I was glad to get out, anyhow. Sick of everyone picking on me.
I did.
You liar.
Oh, shut up! All right. She's a little gobber. I don't want that.
It's very difficult. With a boy, you can say, you know, he's with his mates and he goes off and he can play the ping pong machines and he can play a snooker. And the girls now, 13 or 14, they're not responsible. They think they are and they're not.
Boys are boys and girls are girls.
No, the boy...
A girl can get in a lot of trouble. A boy can't.
I'm afraid Dinah's going to have to learn the hard way. She's going to have to make a lot of mistakes before she'll get on, you know, to learn, because she won't listen. No one in the world she's listened to yet.
Like, you hang around snooker halls and hanging around a lot of boys and that, and the people around the girl thinks, oh, she's a proper little slut, and that's how really the girl gets a bad name. I sort of change when I go out with my friends. I act more stupid, you could say, you know. I muck around a lot. You could say, in a way, I'm two different persons.
How much have you told her about contraception and sex?
Not much, really, because when she's in grade 7, they always shows the film at school, and it showed everything there, which was a good thing, really.
Have you told her how you'd feel if she got pregnant?
Not as yet, but I will.
I left school because I didn't like her. I wagged it all the time, so Dad got me accepted to school. I like working and earning my money. I can buy clothes and I can, you know, buy my own things when I want. I don't have to scrape off my dad all the time. I've always wanted to be a secretary and that, but I haven't got the qualifications.
Oh, I could be out having a job. It would be really good fun. Can I have a packet of black and white and 20 cents worth of bubble gum, please? Well, I used to want to be a hairdresser and an air hostess, but they're sort of like a fantasy, really. Well, it's most probably better for the boy to have an education than the girl.
Sometimes I want to get married at 18, and sometimes I don't want to get married at all.
What would you do if you got pregnant? Like, nah.
Have the baby.
I wouldn't have an abortion, though.
Dear
No,
Dad,
because that's been murdered.
I'm pregnant. I've run away. I'll keep in contact with you, but don't try looking for me.
After I left Harvard, I carried out a few other jobs. I worked at checkout assistants at Foodland, a couple of delis. Then I fell pregnant and I had my first child. I was 15 when I fell pregnant with Rebecca. And then I moved into a flat with one of my girlfriends. I was scared when I found out, but I wanted her, so that overcome the scaredness I had inside of me. I was just scared of what people would say and what my dad would say and think.
I think the main reason for getting expelled is because you don't like school. Got me back in, but it wasn't really worth it. Started a fire in the girls' toilets. Our girlfriend and I just wanted something to do, so we just threw a match in the waste paper basket and they wouldn't have me back.
I think mainly now it's important for both a girl and a guy to get a career. I don't see why it's more important for a guy, because the girls nowadays are doing just as much. I left school when I would have been 15 going on 16. I haven't any regrets of leaving school. I think I might have if I had have left and hadn't had a job.
I'm not having more fun at 18 than I did at 14 because, well, I'm married. I was 18 when I got married. We met at Bojangles disco. No, he's a real freak. Oh, he's pretty big-headed. And, he didn't know how to dress. He looked like an orc with his beard and all that. But he's much nicer now.
I was in labour for 24 hours with her. That was the depressing part of that. I had no one come visit me. Dad come up once and my grandmother, and we had a big argument. I had quite a few flowers sent to me. I picked a name out the phone book and another address out of another part of the phone book and rang up a florist and sent them off to myself from somebody I'd never heard of. I've just put my friends' names down. Well, everyone else had flowers in their room, so I needed flowers too. It's something to cheer me up, so I sent them with me with teddy bears, the sides of them and everything. Very expensive ones.
Keith and I got married at the Alpine Gardens. We didn't have a honeymoon, we just had one night at the townhouse. We had the honeymoon suite. You had your view overlooking the city. You had your fridge full of champagne, beer, chicken and all that. No, it was really nice. It's a pity we didn't get to use it. We had a great big fight, mainly because I wanted to leave early and he was drunk. And, well, he passed out as soon as his head hit the pillow. I ended up going back to my cousin's for the night and Keith slept at the townhouse.
She was about 6 months old when I met Ken and went out with Ken for a while, then we got married. I did want a big wedding. I wanted to be married in a proper wedding dress. His family disagreed with it for the reason that I was pregnant and I'd had a child out of marriage anyway. So I didn't have the wedding I wanted to have. Our reception was quite depressing, really. Half of his family didn't come back. My mum and her husband didn't come back.
We're very close, actually. Very lovey-dovey. A lot closer than most people that we know. Oh, that's because we do everything together. Keith goes to the pub, I go to the pub. You know, I go to the shop, Keith comes around with me. When you're two completely different people, it's hard to manage because Keith and I, well, he's quick-tempered and I'm hot-tempered, so we really clash. But there's love there, so we get along.
I was married for just over 12 months before I separated. I don't have any regrets about the marriage breaking up. Taking the kids on outings, whether it's just for a drive, relieves a lot of boredom. Just going through the shopping centre and looking at things.